A warm welcome to everyone. I'm Haripriya, Assistant Professor, Department of Costume Design and Fashion, and I'm going to present a lecture video on Twill weave. So this is a second video for fabric structure and design. So in this video, we are going to see about what is Twill weave, what is a draft plan for the Twill weave, and what is the peg plan. So before that, we are going to see the sample using pig glass. So as usual, in the last video we have seen about in the plain weave. So again we are going to see using pig glass what is the twill weave, what is the structure of the twill weave, how the warp-yarn and weft-yarn has been used. So now we are going to see in the sample. So as we saw on the plain weave, how the weave structure has been identified through the selvage, which one is crosswise and which one is lengthwise. So first we have identified those things, and this is the straight grain and this is the cross grain. So we have identified those things using the pig glass. So I am going to identify what is the structure of this. So finally we have found the structure of the twill weave. It seems to be a honeycomb like that, but how the warp yarn has been interlaced with the weft yarns. In this twill weave, the warp has been more than again the weft. So it will seems to be the warp yarn count has been raised against the weft yarns, because this weave has a somewhat having a strength than other fabrics. So this is the structure of the twill weave. So in this structure, the warp yarn has a more than count against the weft, because it is a somewhat to be stronger yarns and stronger in structure, because these weaves has been used in a stronger fabrics like men's garments, in the men's garment like pant, in other than coat materials, which is to be a stronger weave. So that we have used in those in apparel in any other stronger material like that. So if it seems to be in a plain, it was not found at the structure like a dotted. It seems to be a dot-like structure. But while using in the pig glass, we can clearly find the structure, how the yarn has been interlaced. So more than 3 to 4 yarn has been interlaced with the weft yarn, and it seems to be a box-like structure. So it seems to be a box-like structure. In between, the warp yarn has been interlaced with the weft yarns. So as we have seen in the fabric samples, we have found that it's a twill weave. So it has a structure of 2 into 1, that is the interlacement of warp and weft seems to be 2 warp and 1 weft. So the structure of the draft plan has been drafted like this. In this, the green color has indicating that 2 warp yarns, and the plain it seems to be the only single weft yarns. So the yarn has been interlacement which was shown in like this. This is the warp yarns and this is the weft yarns. So we have marked like this. In this, the weft has been shown like here. In the top we have mentioned it is, and the bottom we have mentioned it as weft yarns. Using this green color we can identify that. So this is a structure, and here we have marked the peg plan. So same as like that, in the peg plan the X has been denoted as warp and the plain has been denoted as weft. So the double it seems to be the warp and single plain it seems to be the weft. So the yarn has an interlacement of 2 warp and 1 weft. So the direction has been shown like this. So this is the lengthwise and this is the crosswise. So now I am going to show how we have to going to see using this pig glass, and again how we are going to draw about the draft plan and peg plan. So first once again we view the structure. So it seems to be like that. We have to check with the pig glass. So we can see the warp and weft directions. Okay, now I'm going to draw first, what is the structure of this? So first, I'm going to draw a box-like structure. So first I have drawn a structure like box. As a sample, we have viewed through the lens. So now I mark the lines. So now the box as a sample structure has been viewed like this. Like using the piglet, we have find out the structure, and first I am going to mark the directions. So this is warp and this is weft. So I have marked the warp and weft directions. So the yarns has been passed like this, and this is the weft direction. So I have to turn my paper like this. So now I am going to mark which one is the interlacement places. So I am using another color for this. So this direction has been mentioned like this. So 2 yarns of warp has been mentioned and the weft has been left out. And again 2 yarns has been marked. One is left and another 2. One is left and another one is left. Another 2 has been marked. So here we have to close it here. Like this we have to mark. So here the space has been lefted for that. One has been lefted. One left and 2 has been marked. One left and 2 has been marked. So it seems to be a diagonal direction. Like this we have found it in the sample. It seems to be a cross diagonal view. It is twill weave. So here we have completed the draft plan. The peg plan seems to be the X dot mark like this. So it seems to be the X dot like that we have to mark. So this is the twill weave peg plan. Okay, so finally we have completed the twill weave structure. Thank you.